What if I told you that the perfect American diner isn't just a memory? It's not some black and white photograph or a romanticized scene from a movie. What if I told you that it's real, tucked away on the back roads of New York State, just waiting for anyone willing to take the scenic route? It's a living, breathing time capsule from the 1920s that survived the decades, that survived being discarded, and that was brought back to life by a guy who simply refused to let a piece of American history die. Today we're going to see inside what makes Dan's Diner a legendary stop for any true road tripper. Welcome, fellow travelers, to another episode of the Two-Lane Traveler. If you're new here, this channel is all about the journey. It's about finding the soul of America that still lives and breathes on its back roads, far from the interstate. I seek out the classic diners, the vintage motels with those glorious neon signs, and the historic highways that stitch this country together. And that search brought me to Chatham, New York. I didn't go just for a meal, I went for a story. This is Dan's Diner, and it's not just any old roadside eatery. This is a 1925 Jerry O'Mahony diner, a true relic from the dawn of American diner culture. The O'Mahony Company, based out of Elizabeth, New Jersey, was a giant in the industry. They, along with other pioneers like the Worcester Lunch Car Company, were the architects of an American institution, building and shipping these prefabricated restaurants all across the country. What makes this one so special is its incredible journey. This diner was once known as Moe's Diner, and later the Durham Diner over in Durham, Connecticut. By 1993, it had fallen into disrepair and was listed for scrap. But a local stonemason named Dan Rundell, a guy with a passion for restoring classic cars, saw an ad for it and decided to take on this next huge restoration project. He bought it, moved it here to his property, and spent the next 12 years painstakingly bringing it back to its former glory. 12 years. That's not just a renovation, that's a full-blown rescue mission. And that dedication is exactly why I had to make my first trip. Pulling off the two-lane highway and into the parking lot, you immediately know that you've landed somewhere special. The diner sits proudly, not as a replica, but as an authentic piece of history. You can't miss that classic shape, long and narrow like a rail car that decided to put down roots, a style O'Mahony was famous for. It has a presence that modern buildings just can't fake. You notice the simple, clean lines, the large windows designed to welcome in the daylight, and of course the promise of a warm meal inside. It's a design born from pure function, but it achieved a kind of accidental beauty that's become iconic. The moment you enter, the 21st century just melts away. You're instantly enveloped in the warm glow of meticulously restored mahogany and the gleam of polished nickel. The first thing that hits you is the magnificent barrel ceiling, crafted from oak and trimmed with gold leaf paint. It arches over the whole space, giving this small diner a surprising sense of grandeur. The floor consists of beautiful tile, meticulously restored piece by piece. The large etched windows, some with ornate lattice work, fill the room with a soft, natural light. Everything you see, from the wooden cabinetry to the etched windows, is either original or was carefully sourced from other period structures to keep it totally authentic. There's a row of stools lined up along the classic counter. No separate tables, no booths. This setup creates a real sense of community. You're here with fellow travelers and locals starting their day, and you all face the open kitchen where the magic happens. You see the gleaming stainless steel grill, the nickel hoods, and the unique wooden refrigeration unit, a beautiful and functional piece of craftsmanship. There's a photo album on the counter that documents Dan's incredible 12-year restoration, telling a story of hard work and passion through pictures. This is the real deal, brought back to life with love and an obsessive eye for detail. Of course, a diner can't run on atmosphere alone. It has to deliver the goods. The menu at Dan's Diner is a masterclass in American comfort food. The stuff that's fueled road trips for 100 years. Fluffy pancakes, hefty omelets, and French toast for breakfast. Classic burgers, sandwiches, and hot dogs for lunch. This is the kind of meal that satisfies a deeper kind of hunger. The hunger for something real and uncomplicated. It's the perfect fuel for a day of exploring the back roads, sitting here, sipping your coffee, and watching the cook work the grill. You get it. This is the heart of the travel experience. A moment of rest, of replenishment, of connection before you get back on the road. So is Dan's Diner the most perfect diner in America? After visiting several times, I think I've got my answer. The perfection of this place isn't just one thing. It's how everything comes together. It's a powerful mix of history, passion, and community. The history of the diner is in its very bones. This is a rare pre-war Jerry O'Mahony diner. It's one of only a handful from this era known to still exist, a survivor from a time that defined American mobility. Eating here is a real tangible connection to the past. The passion is the story of Dan Rundell himself. In a world that so easily tears down the old for the new, he saw the soul in this beat-up diner and dedicated over a decade of his life to saving it. You can feel that spirit in every polished surface and gleaming fixture. This diner stands as a defiant monument against the cookie-cutter landscape, a place with a name, a story, and a soul. And while Dan has stepped back from the day-to-day, his vision is what keeps this place a treasure for the whole community. And that's the final component, the community. A diner is always more than a restaurant. It's a gathering place. It's where you overhear the local news, where strangers strike up a conversation over coffee, and where everyone just feels welcome. It's a place that builds connection in a disconnected world. Dan's Diner does this well. And those three things, history, passion, and community, are what make Dan's Diner perfect. It's not just the stunningly restored interior or the great food. It's because it represents the very best of the American road trip experience. It's a destination in itself, a reason to turn off the interstate and find something with real character. It's a reminder that the most memorable parts of any journey are often the unexpected stops, the hidden gems hiding in plain sight, just waiting to be rediscovered. Dan's Diner is more than a restaurant. It's a piece of living history, a work of art, and a pillar of its community. It's a must-stop for anyone who believes the journey is every bit as important as the destination. Personally, I think it's more important. Thanks for coming along with me to what I believe is one of America's greatest roadside treasures. If you love hunting for these incredible pieces of Americana as much as I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Two Lane Traveler for more adventures. Now I want to hear from you. What's the most perfect, most memorable hidden gem diner you've ever stumbled across in your travels? Let me know in the comments below. I'm always looking for the next great stop, and your stories are the map for our next journey. Until then, keep exploring those two-lane highways, and thanks for watching.